Actually, what we're going to do right now is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Patrick is going to do jokes.
Well, that's the kind of response I'm talking about. Y'all ready?
Yes. Y'all ready for this?
All right, now, Miss Cody, baby. Do this more exciting for you, baby. You gotta do the bass line, dude. You just keep strumming. There you go. So I remember the first time I ever did stand-up. I was like really nervous outside this bar. I'm standing out there having a cigarette and I'm talking to this girl lady. She's like, Patrick, don't worry, you shouldn't be nervous. It's a really easy crowd. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they're gonna laugh at all my jokes? She goes, no, but it should be too tough to get laid after the show. That is awesome. But I was talking to my roommate before I went on, I'm like, I'm really afraid that everyone's just gonna be quiet. Like, what if I go up there and the only reaction I get is silence? She's like, Patrick, you'll be fine. What do you mean? Don't worry, you'll be fine. I said, well, can you elaborate? She goes, do you remember the last time you had a girl over and you guys kept me up all night? And I said, no. She said, neither do I. Now it's a joke, so it's totally not true.
I'm sure there's somebody in this crowd.
Maybe little whispers. Now the first time I did stand-up, it was like Valentine's Day, which is a Hallmark holiday, and I went to Hallmark trying to get some cards, and I'm looking, they had a him card, thinking, wow, the times are really changing. I decided to elaborate on that, and I wrote a swingers card. So this is my Hallmark swingers card, which I'm going to publish someday. I know you love me. You know I love you. Let's meet in the bedroom. Our friends can come too. Now I was helping my friend Abby set up the bar the other day. We were trying to pick the TV stations for the day. While I was flipping through the channels, I noticed that The Notebook was one of the movies coming on. I'm like, Abby, I'm not gonna lie, I love the movie The Notebook. She goes, Patrick! I think you should lie. I was sitting on my couch with my roommate last week, and we were watching TV, and this herpes commercial comes on. And after the list of all the side effects, things that are usually worse than the thing you're trying to prevent, it says, please inform your doctor if you have kidney problems, liver problems, or advanced HIV. My thing, if I have advanced HIV, I'm not gonna sweat the herpes.
That isn't so insightful.
No, not obviously. No one's gonna touch you anyway.
I feel so much better now.
I have a buddy, he's a Jewish dermatologist. He wants to open a skincare place. He's gonna call it For Skin. You know, because they take it up. My younger brother, he's into landscaping. And we had this old neighbor that was asking him a question. She's like, Matthew, I don't understand your generation. I don't really get what you guys do with the whole shaving in the private areas. Like, what's with that? He's like, well, I don't really know. I can't speak for all the women. But for the guys, I can tell you what I tell most of my landscaping clients. If you trim your bushes, it makes your deck look bigger.
I got nothing.
Hey, mine shaved. I'm just saying, I shave mine. I don't know what I'm saying.
And I'm like, oh, there you are.
Hey, if you trim your bushes, you can get at least a half-inch out of that bad boy.
Dude, more than that.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Dude, it's like a little...
I meant a half-inch erect. Oh, sorry.
Are we going on about something you guys don't want to hear about?
Sorry, my bad.
Because we're talking about my penis. Guy talk.
So, I'm like ridiculously skinny. I know that's very obvious, but I kind of had it validated the other day. I was doing some laundry. I'm sitting in my room with Grissom, who's my cat, and I'm putting away my clothes, and I had just got done putting my whites in the dryer, so I didn't have a shirt on. If you want a visual, just picture like Skeletor walking around with Minnesota Wild pajama pants. That's what I got going on right here. So I'm walking around my room. I walk by the mirror with my shirt off, and I decide to flex, and I swear to God, I heard Grissom go. A little bitch. Now,
Am I supposed to be up here, man?
just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, mama. So last week I heard the coolest thing I've ever heard a girl say in this particular situation I've ever heard in my entire life. We just finished having sex. And she was, oh, don't worry, Caitlin, I'll get to you. We just finished having sex, and when she was up at the bend, up at the end of the bed, getting her clothes on, catching her breath, obviously. And she looks at me, and this is the coolest thing I've ever heard. She looks me in the eye, and she says, "Okay, I think I'm gonna take off now." Now, I've talked to some women after a show. I talked to one woman after a show. She's like, "Patrick, that joke that you told, is that really like the way you are? Is that really the way you want females to be?" And I'm like, "Honey, no, not at all. I'd rather you put your clothes on in the hallway."
It's so much sweeter.
Now, this next one's a true story. I'm trying to illustrate why I am the way that I am, or why I think the things that I'm thinking. When I was 11 years old, for Lent, and we're talking about this because we just got done with Easter and everything, my mom took me and my younger brother and my older sister to see... Let me back up. My mom's very trusting. She doesn't just trust people, she trusts their characters. And we saw when we were younger, Romancing the Stone. Anyone seen that movie, Romancing the Stone, with Michael Douglas? Great movie. Yes. Michael Douglas is an amazing character. He's the beloved Jesse that rescues people in time of need. So, in my mom's eyes, he's amazing. He could never do anything wrong. So, when I was 11, and my brother was 9, and my sister was 14, she decided it'd be a great Lent family bonding idea to take our family to Basic Instinct in the theater. Has anyone seen this? That movie is 17 seconds short of being an X-rated movie, okay? Just for illustration. It really is. So this is my mom's genius family bonding idea. Now, to her genius idea to get us to miss out on the movie was to send us out for popcorn and snacks while all the porn scenes were going on. So my mom, who got us into this movie for Lent with one adult matinee fee and 3 children in for free, ended up spending $197 on concessions. But before she realized what was going on in the movie, the opening scene of the movie is a huge porno scene, and we're all sitting there watching the movie, and Aladdin happened to be playing in the next theater. So while Aladdin's going on next door, the opening scene comes on, and there's all this sex tent. My mom turns, it's like my sister, me, and my younger brother. My sister's sitting there, my mom turns to her, "Hey, Kellyanne, you want to go see Aladdin?" She says, "I'm okay." "Patrick, did you want to go see Aladdin?" I'm like, "Mom, there's boobs on the screen. I don't even hear you right now. I don't even know what you're talking about." "Matthew, did you want to go see Aladdin?" And here's my brothers. "Tell her I'm sleeping." Totally a true story. Robin Williams in blue, boobies, I pick B. So as my job, I'm a restaurant manager. My job is to walk around the restaurant, visit tables, see how their dinner's going at P.F. Chang's. Thank you very much. I was walking around the restaurant the other day, and I happened to overhear these 2 very attractive ladies having a conversation where one said to the other, "You know, I hear if they have a really deep voice, they're very well endowed." So a few minutes later, I walked over to the table and I said, "How was your dinner?"